Welcome to Sixx's Word on the Curve, sponsored by LMTV.
What we're not doing is shutting down the curb. This is how we get the news. This is how we get the 411, the T.
What's up, my curvesters? We are live and in full effect on this Sunday. It's Sunday, yeah. On June 3rd, 4th of July holiday weekend. If y'all celebrate it, y'all already know we got our co-hosts on deck. We got Michelle, Shantee, and Shawn the Gossip. Hey, girls.
Hey.
Hey. Yes, honey, we had to sit up here and get this thing together to go live so we can tell y'all about the shenanigans going on in these Holly weird streets. Don't forget to tag your friends. I see my people all on in YouTube land, and don't forget Sixx's Word on the Curve, my curvesters. Hey y'all, make sure y'all come on in and let's get this stuff together. Child, I don't even know where to start. It's just been a lot of back and forth with some of the stuff that's going on here. But don't know if y'all heard about this whole scenario, and we could just jump right into it. With y'all heard about the executive guy doing sexual favors for, I think his name was Randall. Let me go ahead and pull it up on the screen. In order for people to get roles and stuff, Hollywood Unlocked posted this not too long ago about Randall Emmett accused of offering movie roles for sexual favors in explosive expose, honey. Yours. This is crazy, but it don't surprise me none. Y'all already know how Hollywood works out here in these streets. They said film and TV producer Randall Emmett is alleged to have offered numerous women movie roles in Hollywood in exchange for sex. An explosive expose published by the Los Angeles Times on Thursday, according to the news outlet, it had uncovered years of court filings, including internal company records and interviews of former female colleagues, adding that the 51-year-old has allegedly faced endless lawsuits, abuse allegations, and a lot of debt. And his credentials include being executive producer on the crime drama Power from 2014 to 2020 and a producer of Netflix 2019 The Irishman. Has one woman claiming that to receive acting work from him, she would have to perform sexual favors. The actress, who was represented by the celebrity attorney Gloria Aldred. Y'all already know how this finna go if Gloria Aldred is on the case.
Oh, well.
You already know how she get down, which is, honey, she gonna try to bring out everybody and their mom. They're gonna be sitting up there with a whole flock full of women saying the same thing, just like they did with what was that? Bill Cosby. I think she had a few of the women who were alleging sexual allegations towards him as her cases too. But they wanted the lady to remain anonymous in fear of retribution, as she recalled texting Randall about a movie role she had auditioned for. And it also goes on to say that yes, one day of the week, and you need to F hun. Okay, basically F him. And the Miami native allegedly responded. The same woman went on to star in two of Randall's projects. Through her roles were said to have been small parts. Insiders explained during this time she is alleged to have given the Hollywood producer oral sex, massages, and stood in front of him naked while he masturbated inside his office. He
Oh
also
hell no. Don't you doing too damn much, sir.
for a small role.
Now look at here, Randall. And then they talking about she starred in it, but it was small role. Then she didn't star, did she? She
She
got a
didn't.
small part in it.
Mm-hmm. And maybe he switched it up at the end, depending on what it was that she did. Maybe.
Girl, depending
Wow.
on her performance with him is what depended on the role she got, girl.
I guess so. Girl, they
But
also go on to say he also alleged to have offered another aspiring actress heroin and meth and asked to F him on the DL after hitting her up in the DMs, despite her having a boyfriend.
oh, you are you damn sick freak, you Randall. Girl,
Now,
did
is
you
they gonna
see?
throw him under the bus too, like they've been doing everybody else? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, he's not famous though to me. But did you hear what 50 Cent said?
What did 50 say?
Girl, you know he petty as shit. Hold on, let me tell you what he said. Cause you
Girl, it
know
don't surprise
this
me.
Randall dude was one of the ones that owed 50 some money, and 50 had to go on his page, and call him out. So he was calling
Oh,
50 Cent Fofty. Remember when somebody called 50 Cent Fofty?
uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was calling 50 Cent Fofty. Well, that's him. So
Oh.
what 50 said was, I bet there will be more women saying he treated them inappropriately by the end of the week. Little Harvey is in big trouble this time. And
Oh.
then 50 said, hold on, girl, because he said something petty. Let me pull that post
Girl,
up.
petty at his finest. 50 know he is petty. God love him.
He must have deleted it, but he said something like, that's why I told him I needed my money by Monday, then stay 100 feet away from me. I was like, oop.
Oh,
I know that's right, Fitty.
girl, and that don't surprise me not nan bit. You hear me? Not nan bit. Hey,
Mm-mm.
Jen. Jennifer P is in the building. She said, "Wait, who is that guy? That guy is an executive producer. He was on the executive producer of Power, and he was also on what was the name of that movie he was on
They
as
said
well?
he produced a 2019 Netflix movie called The Irishman.
The
I never
Irishman.
saw it, but interesting,
Hmm.
know.
Yep, and I do see that 50 still got that post up, but it says 50 Cent reacts to bombshell Randall Emmett allegations. But of course, every time I
Yeah,
try to click in from my desktop from to go into IG, it won't allow me to pull it up. But
girl, but oh, 50. Oh, Randall. I mean,
mm-mm.
Randall, I mean, 50 called him, what do you call him? Harvey. So, Harvey Weinstein. So,
Little Harvey
Randall,
Weinstein,
you on your way, little Harvey Weinstein. From what 50
girl.
said.
Girl, he is on his way. But what I will do is I did find the article. Let's pull up the article so see if they have his post in that article for what he said. Cause child, 50 petty. I love when 50 get into it. Hey, Mama Joe. Hey.
Hey, Mama Joe, girl, how you doing? Hey, GNP.
So they said that 50 Cent has predictably weighed in on Randall Emmett's misconduct scandal. Fifth shared his thoughts via Instagram on Friday, a day after the Los Angeles Times published a bombshell piece accusing Emmett of offering acting roles in exchange for sexual favors. And of course, they're going to tell me to go to Instagram. Watch, I ain't going to be able to pull it up. I thought they would have it inside the article. They so messy. Child. They don't want us to see nothing. You heard? See, sorry, the page is not available.
Yeah,
But
that's why I was looking.
pretty
I was looking
much,
directly on 50's page, and I believe he's deleted that post because I am able to get on IG from my phone, and I don't see it.
you don't see it at all? Okay. And he
Mm-mm.
may have deleted it, girl. But I was able to pull it up. Oh, here you go. I read it to you. 50 Cent says, I bet there would be more women saying he treated them inappropriately by the end of this week. Little Harvey is in big trouble this time. And then he tagged the cognac and the his people that he worked with. But that's all he said about it. But that little post is still up. But
Yeah,
you
no,
know
that's
what?
not the petty one.
That's
That's why I
not the
say he
petty
must have
one.
deleted the petty one. Yes, girl.
Because anybody that owe 50 money, trust and believe he want his dough. Okay, he is not
Oh
playing.
yeah, it's the
He's not
principle
playing,
of the matter. Just like Tiara Marie, you better run 50 his coin, girl. He's still on your ass now.
girl. He is not gonna stop with that. You hear me? He is not.
It's the principle. We was talking about that today. You know, I know Michelle was in the store and she said that on the app something was 30 cents cheaper. She was about to let Walmart know, and her daughter was like, "Why are you doing that?" Because it's the principle of the matter. Run me my coin.
Exactly. Every little step you take helps out.
You hear me? Do you hear me?
Every little bit helps. I don't know why people don't want to, try to save some additional coin, but I'm here for anything that save me some money. You heard?
Girl,
Anything.
any $1. I'm saving $1. Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into it because, of course, NeNe and Wendy Williams can never stay out of the headlines. So, according to the Jasmine brand, they posted and said that NeNe Leakes claims standing up for herself is the reason Wendy Williams had her talk show with Tom Arnold pool. Wendy didn't like it. So they say NeNe and Tom, they were trying to get a talk show together, right?
Yeah.
And they were prepared to collaborate as co-hosts for a daytime talk show produced by the same people as the Wendy Williams show. However, Tom Arnold believes a purse feud between Wendy Williams, age 57, and NeNe Leakes, age 55, is the reason their talk show never aired. Arnold, who's 63, claimed that the purse controversy happened in 2014. Now, if y'all remember what was it? What did NeNe have on her purse that she had made?
I don't even know. I don't remember hearing about this controversy in 2014.
Oh, I remember it. It was on the card. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so I'll see if I can pull it up on the back end, but let's finish listening to this. The whole thing after Leaks posted a photo of her custom what is that? The Birkin bag. Yeah, the Birkin bag. And made a note of the bag and asked viewers on her recently canceled talk show and Twitter. Hot question. What do you think about NeNe Leakes defacing her Birkin bag? Leaks found out about the now deleted tweets and responded to Williams. She said, I am sure you're scared I would take your place. I know you have heard. Wink, wink. Be scared. According to Arnold, Leaks response cost them their gig. However, Leaks feels like it was more to their show being canceled besides the purse commentary. Leaks also said that Wendy saw that I had defaced my Birkin bag, and yes, she posted a comment on her show's social media page about it. And she says, but that wasn't the trigger. The trigger was what she said about it and me on her Hot Topic segments. Kim Kardashian had done the same thing around the same time, defaced her Birkin bag. Wendy said Kim can do that because she had the money to do such a thing, but basically I didn't. This is
Oh.
what Leaks recalls. I responded by saying something like, nah, Wendell, I have 4 Birkin bags and I can do the same.
Yeah. That NeNe, that was petty, girl. But let me tell you something. I ain't trying to be mean, but that talk show wasn't going nowhere, NeNe. FYI, it wasn't going nowhere.
It wasn't
You
gonna
and
do a
Tom
damn
Arnold? What the
thing.
hell? You and Tom Arnold? NeNe. Knock. Wendy did you a favor if she put a kibosh on that. It wasn't going nowhere.
And not to be funny, you guys, y'all already know that Wendy was not trying to have, especially if it was coming from the same people that worked with her. She is not finna allow that stuff to go down. You already know. Here, and I did find an article about that 2014 situation, you guys, so that we could pull it up and y'all could see exactly what we were talking about, because I remember that whole situation and it was just a hot mess.org. And here's the bag that she said, "I'm rich, bitch."
Oh. I do remember
She
that
said
was
she rich.
her saying back then.
Girl, back. I said what I said. She put all of her little sayings on the bag, right?
Nasty,
Yeah, I
and so
remember.
rude. I'm very rich, bitch.
She is very rich, bitch.
Girl, bye. Yeah. I mean,
You,
the bag is actually kind of cute. I do feel like she should
yeah,
have
I
got
thought it was
somebody
cute.
with better handwriting, but it's cute.
Yeah, the bag was cute. I didn't think nothing of it, but I just thought that shit was hilarious considering,
I
the
mean, I
whole
have no
situation.
idea why Wendy would care what NeNe doing to her purse. She paid for. It's crazy. Well,
Well, I think
GNP say that bag ugly. Oh.
Jen, let me go on and put my batter up right now. Okay. That my disclaimer. All topics discussed are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Okay. We gonna get that out the way right now because we ain't finna go through all of that. But you know what? I think that she ended up doing it because, like she said, I got bags too. Kim Kardashian is not the only one who could do it, and we already know that your behind is over here doing the most, trying to get me not be able to have my talk show. You tried it.
Yeah,
I
that was
think.
very petty of NeNe to I mean not NeNe, of Wendy, if that's true. I mean,
Right.
that's really messed up to be fooling with folks livelihood, cuz trust and believe,
Mm-hmm.
what's for you is for what she I mean for you. NeNe can't stop your bag, girl.
Facts. She sure not cannot. What she say? Good thing she made it look better. Oh, damn. People can do what they want, and it's their own shit. That's true.
It's
I don't
true. It's
know.
like, why do you
Yeah.
care what she doing to her purse? I don't even know why that's news. That's just, I mean, I know this is
Well,
from 2014, but child, boo.
but the news and the gag was that she was trying to take her show from her, which apparently it was a no-go. But like Arnold said, he think that the whole response that NeNe gave to Wendy and stuff, that back and forth with her, because at the time she was the number one talk show around, that wasn't a
Right.
good look for her to be trying to get a talk show herself, and now you over there fighting with the queen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a point there. But
Oh,
you know,
okay.
you need too damn petty to let anything go. You hear me?
Anything. GMP said, "I'm saying the bag by itself was not cute. She made it look better." Yeah, it
Oh,
did
okay.
look better. I like the graffiti look on bag, so for me it was a win. I liked it. While we are continuing to talk about this whole situation with Wendy, I don't think we talked about it the last time when it showed that Wendy was getting out of the car and stuff, about to go into her place. But let's take a quick look.
Hey Wendy, how you doing?
Hi, very well, thanks.
That's good. Any new projects you're working on now that your show's over?
Oh, excuse me. I love Morton Ira, and we bowed out gracefully.
Wendy Williams steps out in New York and shares an update after her talk show's demise.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Wendy is at peace with how her show ended after 13 seasons. Now she's focused on her future in life and love. A source tells ET, quote, "She is extremely happy and focused on new beginnings." Wendy's show came to an end earlier this month.
Today is the final episode of the Wendy Williams Show. There is nobody like Wendy Williams.
And let's pause here, because I think we did go into in depth about this whole scenario and how they did the final finale for her. What did Jen say? If Tom Arnold really wanted a talk show, I feel like he could get one with or without NeNe. Yeah, and you know what? He is basically irrelevant with all that situation stuff, all the stuff that went on between
Dead.
him and Roseanne Barr. It was a no go. So I'm not gonna say he could get a talk show on his own because nobody's checking for anything that he was doing, not even in 2014.
You don't think in 2014 he was on and popping?
No, ma'am. Some people really
Well,
like Tom Arnold. I ain't heard nobody utter Tom Arnold's name since Roseanne divorced his ass and they was going back and forth with whatever they was going back and forth. Like he's been a non-factor since the divorce. Crickets, y'all heard it. No way she is at peace if she stayed out of the spotlight and really take care of herself. Something is definitely going on with Wendy, you guys. I told y'all that when we did the last episode when the brother came out and said some stuff that there is, she's going through some mental illness and that he's been trying to contact her and da 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 da. But let me tell you this, okay? That podcast is never going to see the light of day. I'm going to tell you why. She is not ready. You can clearly see in the clip that I just showed you, the little bit of clip where she said we got lots to discuss. You can see how much alert and everything that Wendy was at that particular time compared to how she looked when she got out of that car. I'm just saying.
Wait, so you
well,
don't
I
think a
think
podcast is
that
gonna
when
do
we
good?
see her up and about walking, it's definitely hard for her after she showed them feet. I see why. It's a struggle.
Right. And what you say, Shantee?
I was just saying, like Wendy Williams having a podcast, I personally think would be successful because when I was a kid, Wendy Williams was on the radio anyway. Radio was no different than a podcast to me, and I think
Mhm.
her going back to her roots might be a better thing anyway. Because a lot of people now, we're not really tied to a TV. People don't give a fuck about cable, none of that shit. All we care about is internet, and if we can listen to her on the go, like we used to when the radio was a thing. I think she might. I think she that might be. I think that might be a nice comeback for her. And she would actually do okay because that really is her roots since she started in radio.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm not saying that I don't think that she should do a podcast. I don't think that it's gonna see a light and day because she's not mentally well, and she has a lot of things that's going on with her. She don't even know what the fuck a podcast is. Okay, she even said in the interview with Harvey when they did the TMZ interview, she was like, "I really don't know what a podcast is, but I travel to Paris or whatever I had to do. Like, bitch, you don't have to travel. You at home on a microphone just like you do on the radio." So
If her
something.
mental is dying, then yeah, I mean, if her mental is dying, then yeah, I agree. You're right. But if her mental can be, I guess, revived in any type of way, I actually think she going to do all right because the reality is she can start a podcast from her goddamn cell phone.
Yeah. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, I already said if she was to come out with a podcast and if she was to bring, if she's mentally ready and prepared for this, her first guest should be Charlemagne. Like, give us a throwback to the VH1 days or the time when you was on the radio prior to with Charlemagne the Guy. And even though they are both in different plateaus of their lives, and I know that they're not the same so-called messy petty like they was back in the day, but just the fact that you reconciled with him when you got divorced from Kelvin and you kind of severed those ill feelings and stuff like that, because y'all remember they was in the picture together and she had laid her wig on his shoulder, making it seem like she put her head on his shoulder and stuff. Like they had
Oh,
conversations and they have reconciled. So if they could do that, that would be a good talk show host guest, not to be on there permanently with her,
What you
but
think?
just a
I
guest.
mean, what you think that they would talk about now, considering that Charlemagne isn't like messy petty, and that's what Wendy's known for. Like I'm trying to envision like what would that look like, and how
All
would
she
that be
need to do,
entertaining to make me listen to it because I've outgrown the messy petty thing that that Wendy does.
as long as you stick to celebrity tea and gossip, that's what they should talk about. Whatever is in the news. Don't talk about the stuff that we already know. The thing between what happened between her and Kelvin, like all of that should be let go by now. We should be moving on. So you really are going to have him on there as the co-host to talk about the celebrity information, just like he do on the Breakfast Club.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to listen to probably when she has a guest on her podcast. I'm a fan of podcasts. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of Wendy.
Oh.
Yeah, if
Well,
she get a
Wendy
podcast, I'm in here.
Wendy personally violated too many people on a level that's far beyond celebrity T for me to respect her anymore at this point. However, I will acknowledge that when she does interviews, she is good at positioning questions in a way to get the necessary information that people want to know. So if she has a good guest on there, I would entertain listening to that episode if it's a guest I'm interested in.
I agree with that. Yeah. And let's
Yeah,
see
if
what
she
the
has the mental capacity, I'll check in.
yeah. But honey, if it's a train wreck, I'm still checking in too to see this train wreck too. I just want y'all to know. If she do this podcast and she is not mentally ready for it and it becomes a train wreck, I'm going to be tuning in, because then I'm going to be sitting up here saying, I told y'all so. She was not ready. And a lot of people have been reaching out to, Kelvin and to, her sister and all of them. They're trying to get in contact with the family, even the brother, to try to stop all of this shenanigans with her keep going and doing interviews when we can clearly see something is wrong with her.
I
One
got
of
a
the
question for you, Six.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, why do you think Wendy because Wendy has worked really hard. If this is what I would acknowledge hard work, right? So Wendy has worked really, really hard for shit as long as I've been alive almost. At least, I remember hearing her on the radio when I was my early 20s and I'm late 30s now, right?
Right.
But she has worked really hard and solidified, and she could be definitely considered a veteran in the game, of OG.
Oh
Right?
yes.
What
Definitely.
is it about? Like, what do you think is going on in her head that just won't allow her to enjoy retirement? Because ultimately, right, I feel like if she does make a comeback and she gets booted for whatever reason, because it don't go right or whatever, it's not going to be a good look for her at that point. Right now, she got to kind of gracefully bow out and have some dignity and respect, understanding, she had a husband who was allegedly having a mistress, that he has a baby with, and they got they happily ever after. Meanwhile, she's divorced, and now she's looking for love and got a grown son and whatever. Like, why won't she just sit down, travel the world, enjoy life or whatever, and just understand, like, damn, I paved the way for all of this. Like, why won't she just sit down and enjoy that, you think?
Because people who are really not in her life for her best interest is in her ear. That's what I truly believe. Now, I will also say that her mental illness and her not being focused on being healthy enough to return back, and she got people in her corner that I believe are vultures that's trying to manipulate her and get money out of this whole thing. Because if I'm not mistaken, if you go into a contract to do a podcast or to do a show, whoever is in there manager wise and da 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 da, they continue to get money off of you. So it's a bag for these people. And if I reported everything correctly to you guys, remember I posted on the curb. I told you the two guys that was in those videos when she was talking to Joe, like I pulled up the receipts. He made her Louis Vuitton stools. Like, she has her home set up to do this podcast and she's not mentally ready. He made her Louis Vuitton jackets, and he has since removed these pictures from his Instagram website, but I got the screenshots. To prove it.
Okay, I just as much as we talked about Wendy over the years, I think it's quite obvious I don't like her, right? I'm
Yeah,
not a
I know you
fan.
don't.
I don't watch her show, none of that shit. But I'm also not one that's going, tear down a black woman that's at, like mentally unstable, not healthy, among other things. And I just wonder, like, why the fuck won't you just sit down and gracefully bow the fuck out? Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
I
you that
think
stupid?
when she got her divorce, that put a dent in her finances. She still does have money, but her and Kevin was together for a long time. I bet she had to give him probably close to half.
And not to be funny about this whole thing, I don't think she was ready to give up her show, you guys. I really don't. Like if her health issues didn't take a turn for the worse, she would have still been on the Wendy Williams show.
Right.
Seriously. So, and she still only had one more year left of her contract, from what I'm understanding. And then she probably would have still been able, as long as her health was good, to continue to do whatever else she wanted to do. I don't think that it was ever a situation where she was going to be done. Like Wendy likes working. She's always told us over the years she enjoys her job. She enjoys what she does.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's because she feels protected by it. If she's home, allowed to like soak in the shit that she put out there, she probably would feel shitty. Because people have a conscience, whether they want to admit it or not. When you say fucked up shit about people that you know you shouldn't have said, and especially when it was like a rumor or just information that shouldn't have been out, sitting home and having to deal and listen to that over and over again and just watch social media talk and drag you for the bullshit that you said can take a toll on you. So I mean, her wanting to continue to work, I get it, but I think that's probably more to help her sanity too. I don't know, but she need to just retire. Listen, you need some sound effects on here because he would be, you know how like Charlamagne had a donkey of the day and they got the hee-haw. You need something to indicate when like the person that we're talking about just needs to sit down and just enjoy life at this point.
right, we need something to be like, sit down in the back of the bus, sit down.
Yeah,
We need something.
Yeah, she just need to be a tourist some fucking where.
Girl, you know that entertainment, you got to remember, people who have longevity tend not to retire until they get to that certain age. I mean, think about all of the people that we continue to go to their concerts, like, you know, Ronald Isley, the Isley brothers, you know, like all of those old school artists that still come out and perform, like Patti LaBelle was just on tour,
They
you know.
different
You
though.
know what I'm saying?
They not dragging people for filth. You know what I mean? Like they have genuine careers that revolve around a actual talent. Okay, so
Aww.
we not talking about like, I mean, I get what you're saying, don't get me wrong. I just
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know, I just feel like with everything going on, right, people committing suicide and you know what I mean, just shit happening, right, at some
Yeah.
point what Wendy does specifically is not going to be entertaining. It's not going to be profitable. It's not going to be a thing. Like it's going to die. Everything dies except for music. Music just doesn't die because music is just something that's just like part of culture. Being messy is not part of culture.
Girl, as long as these celebrities is in the street doing the things that they do, it'll always be somebody talking about it. Always. Whether it's Wendy or Tasha K or you know, any of those other people from YouTube land that have gotten mainstream and done a lot of the gossip stuff. It's gonna always be gossip in the streets.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just
Yeah.
think Wendy need to sit down.
I mean, and Wendy's not even 60 yet. She's still in her 50s. She ain't ready to retire. I get it.
But that's my fear though, because so the people that the people that are coming up, right? We talking about the millennials, right? Because I'm a millennial.
Mhm.
You're talking about people that, you know what I mean, they in a position where they give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck, and they will fuck you up, right? Like on site for a lot of people means on site. So my fear is that Wendy is going to spread a rumor about the wrong motherfucker. They're going to catch her in aisle 8 in Walmart next to the Cheerios, and they're going to trash her ass.
Yeah, but
We
Wendy
need
had that same, you know, issue back in the day. Who was that went up to the studio to whoop her ass? Sixx. I
Girl,
forgot.
it was Puff Daddy's group Total. Back in the
They
day.
whooped her ass. So Wendy always had that issue, Michelle. People
Yeah, no,
always
I'm not
whoop her
saying she
ass.
don't. She's not gonna have. I'm not saying she never had that issue before, but she didn't have that issue with the type of people that are being bred now. Like Shaniqua, think about your
Right.
kids.
She ain't got
Think
Kelvin's
about your
pushback
kids.
no more.
Think about
Kelvin was
my
her
kids.
bodyguard.
You get what I'm saying? Like, think about how our kids are right now when people say fuck shit to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got people, you got like do you remember the story of that woman who put on a fucking Depends to drive across the country? because she found out her husband was cheating on her in the
Oh, God.
hotel. Like these are the type
Girl.
of people that's around now. And like they don't give a fuck about a security catching a charge and none of that shit. Like if you want to put on the pins for 3,000 miles solely so you don't gotta stop, that's a different level of like wanting revenge.
Yeah, she was psycho. And you know, I get what you're saying, Michelle, but I also feel like you know, Wendy ain't doing nothing no different than what we doing, just sitting here gossiping, you know.
And the word on the curve, okay?
Yeah. You know, and also in her later years, to be honest, she really has slacked out. Hell, I had got kind of bored with her ass, to be honest. I'm like, Wendy, you ain't talking no shit for me. She done slacked off, you know.
You know it's real bad when you start getting tea from the YouTube streets, and she was getting like they was pulling up stuff that the YouTubers was talking about. She wasn't getting no inside information. So
Wendy was talking about stuff we had already talked about 2 weeks ago. I'd be like, girl, we been heard about that. Wendy, you late.
exactly.
But
Let's
you know,
take a
I get
look.
what you're saying, Michelle. If she doesn't have the mental capacity to handle herself on a show, she don't need to be on there because she ain't gonna be able to handle herself when they come to whoop her ass. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
she's burning bridges. Like, I mean, the reality is her staff ain't like her.
Yeah, that's
You know
what the
what I mean? I'm
rumor.
sorry.
Word on the
Allegedly,
curve is.
let me
Allegedly,
correct
yeah.
this. I'm sorry. Allegedly, her staff ain't like her. You know what I mean? I mean, not for nothing. Look at her farewell show. Her farewell show was not a typical farewell show for somebody who's an OG in the game.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
that wasn't a true celebration of what Wendy's done over the past 25, 30 years.
That's true.
Yep.
Let's listen and see what these the Curvesters are saying, honey. They said Wendy needs to just take a seat and take care of herself. Stay out of the spotlight and worry about her damn self. Stop trashing other people's lives.
Ooh.
Child. But that's what we loved about Wendy because she was speaking her mind. So when she got this talk show host, she had to reserve herself. But if y'all remember on the doggone radio, honey, she said what the fuck she said. But Wendy cannot walk and talk at the same time. Ooh, y'all are bold as hell. Her life is a mess, just like all those other people she has trashed. That's true. I believe that. But when you are a kid, Michelle, Wendy was saying, I'm not getting that from her now. Yeah, she's not in her right mind. Something is going on with Wendy. You know, her brother then came out and confirmed she got mental illness. Something is going on with her. I agree she may do okay with the podcast, but mentally she needs to get herself today and rest her turtle foot. Who was that, Joe?
Not a turtle foot.
Y'all cold-blooded.
Right.
After staying away from the spotlight and getting her mental and physical health in check, then she can do a comeback. Okay, her mental isn't dying; it's decreased, embalmed, cremated, ashes, dust. Y'all is cold blooded. Y'all don't think she will be able to get herself together to come back? Wendy can't stay on topic. Her mind wanders. Yeah, she does have category brain disorder. That's what I call it. It's not a true disorder. That's made up. That's my made up saying for it. Right. Wendy and Monique can sit at the table together in the corner.
I mean, I ain't gonna go that far. I wouldn't want Monique to sit at the same table as Wendy. Monique do need to sit at a table somewhere though, but not at the one with Wendy.
Oh, well.
Because Monique will just be, I mean, she just gonna be upset. Because then Wendy gonna take all that tea and go live and just tell all about her real life, okay?
What she say exactly? She was violating people, just not telling the facts or alleged facts without trashing people the way she was. Well, isn't that allegedly what most of your favorite YouTubers be doing too? We already had a situation when one went to court about the alleged information.
She better pay that girl her money.
They call it providing commentary.
Providing commentary.
She
Get your ass whooped.
Goddamn
Get your ass whooped in these streets, okay? Providing commentary. I never ever knew who she was until the last 10 years, maybe. Who said that? Y'all didn't know who Wendy was. OMG.
I mean, that's not. I'm not surprised about that for real. Because you know, how long has she been on TV? How long she had a show? 13 seasons.
Probably
5 years.
13 years or something.
It's been
Yeah,
what,
and
5 or
before
6
that,
years?
and before that, she was on
No,
radio,
it's
right?
like she was on like season 12 or 13.
Okay, so 12, 13 years, give or take. And
Okay.
before that, she was on radio. You know what I mean? So if you wasn't a radio listener, you
And
know
she
what I
had her
mean?
VH1 series, so she was on VH1.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that VH1 shit.
Oh yeah, that girl, that was the bomb.
But
Ah,
again, I don't
girl.
watch TV. So like I said, my roots with Wendy truly stem from Power 99.
But the thing about it was the VH1 series was it was like being in the radio, being in there with them when they were on radio. That's what it was.
Yeah, Wendy. I mean, I get why somebody might not know her because if you weren't on the East Coast, you might not have heard her on the radio. I know in Texas, I don't recall Wendy being on the radio here.
Oh, okay, yeah. They
I mean,
said
I
it
do
could be.
remember her being on VH1, and years ago, I think it was like in 2007. I had went to New York, and we put her on in a rental car, and all I could hear was her and Charlamagne up there giggling. I'm like, I'm sick of this shit. What are y'all talking about?
Drugs is a hell of a drug.
Girl, something, because I was like, oh well.
What they say, it could be Kelvin issue and drug use. Well, allegedly she swapped out one drug for the next. So allegedly they're saying that she is doing alcohol and taking pills. So I mean, you could clearly see on that TMZ video that she did not look right in the eyes. She looked glossy.
I would even go out on a limb and said I wouldn't even call that alleged, right? Because being in a relationship all those years and having somebody control your life in one form or facet, and you an addict to some capacity, and you got the money to be an addict, yeah, that'll fuck up your life.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if she's not using now, long-term drug use and alcoholism can deteriorate your mental, deteriorate you bad, girl. You be messed up.
Yeah.
Not marijuana though. I'm an advocate for marijuana allegedly.
Well, we ain't talking about no tweed now.
Did you just call it tweed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
You really just acted like a Javon. Okay, got it.
What they say, ain't no alleged mistress. He gave Wendy a baby-in-law. Child, that probably would put her out of the moon. She was okay with, as long as Sharina was in the background. She knew about Sharina. And to be honest with you, they always been together. Sharina and Kelvin always been together.
That wasn't the first alleged pregnancy, so.
Right. I feel age relation
materialized. That's it. Wendy say, "Oh hell no."
I feel age, relationship, and mental aren't following her to retire gracefully because she may feel as if she will be forgotten. Well, definitely, I feel like she wants to clear up all of this negative stuff with her name because that would be tragic to grow out like this and have this whole situation be your last and final. So I do feel like she want to pick up and prove that, she's well and she can do her job good. And this is what you should remember me by. Go ahead, Shawn.
Right. If you made your living, being sharp and witty and, talking, and then all of a sudden you can't do none of that, of course you're going to want to prove that you can,
Mm-hmm. All of these people that like Wendy or make her shit or whatever are kissing her ass so she doesn't drag them in public. Girl, well, I don't think that's the case now. Think about the last few years of her show. Like she was reserving herself. She wasn't spilling the tea like she used to. She was not spilling her tea.
We talking about Wendy, right?
We still on it, yes.
I think that you got to keep in mind, right? So when she was first on TV, you ain't have the censorship that exists now. So I think that over the years, as that censorship kind of increased, then you had to use the word alleged. Otherwise, you was absolutely getting ready to get hit with a lawsuit. I think that contributed to it. I don't think she did it because she wanted to. I think she did it because she was on a major TV network and she had to.
I agree
So
with
I
that.
wouldn't consider that like a characteristic that she really picked up, or that having anything to do with her mental deterioration. I just think that legally, her being on that major network, listen, you want to stay on the air for this many seasons. This is what you got to do, because you're not getting ready to fuck up this station.
And not to mention, you can't be talking about everybody. Then you ain't gonna have nobody coming on your damn show. Like literally, if she was doing what she was doing on the radio, her show would not have survived. For real. So she had to do. She had to, keep it low. She had to keep it low. Child, well, all I can say is good luck to Wendy. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on out here in these streets. And of course, we want to see her make a comeback and do good and then leave the way she wants to leave. I mean, like, I know Michelle don't like her. I've always been a Wendy fan. And, the juicy tea and gossip that she spilled was always good and entertaining for me. So, I would like to see her go out the way she wants to leave out, not that she was forced to be out. Yeah. All right. All right, y'all. Let's get into this next thing, honey. Wendy, girl, I am upset because y'all won't let my girl Whitney, just let her be resting in peace. Why y'all keep making these doggone biops about her? It's nothing else that you could tell us. Even with this Bobby Brown special and everything, it's nothing else that you can tell us about the Whitney Houston. Now they done came out and dropped they said quietly dropped on Netflix, the Whitney Houston buyout. Who checking for it?
Well, you know where I get all my reviews from, Facebook. And they said this movie is boring and dry as a bone. I said, oh, damn. Oh, well, I won't be checking in because I trust my peeps up on the book. Now they know what they be talking about, girl. They be recommending shows and movies. I be like, ooh, that was good. They was right. So I know what they talk. They know what they talking about.
Girl, out here in Facebook land, they said a no-go. Let's read what this article on /film.com had to say about this new release. They said Whitney Houston is an American musical icon, that she is, and one of the most popular recording artists in the history of the medium, honey. Her life is a crushing tragedy of once-in-a-lifetime talent undermined by impossible expectations and a lifestyle forbidden by her religiously conservative family. It is a life that would be very difficult to portray in an authorized manner, if only because the people who currently control her story would never allow her songs to grace the mainstream biop. And y'all know they talking about that damn Pat Houston. She ain't letting shit go by. She out here doing holograms for her in the fucking concert, and y'all paying ticket money for it. Okay, why are y'all paying ticket money for a damn hologram? Can you tell me that? Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason when you can just go listen to Whitney on YouTube. They be tripping.
They doing the most. And then the girl in the damn hologram don't even look like Whitney. Okay. Ooh. And this girl on here don't look like Whitney either. Not saying that they have to, because remember the New Edition series didn't look like nobody either, but they sure gave us a hell of a performance. I'm just saying. But this is right here is ridiculous. And just glancing over the information, they not telling us that they giving us nothing new. They not. Nothing in here is telling us that they giving us anything new. So why are we still making buyouts about it? I'm just gonna say it's
you know, just like I know it's a money move, child.
Girl, they need to let it go. Let's leave Nippy alone, honey. Don't we didn't got everything we didn't got out here. We didn't confirm from the ex-girlfriend that they had a relationship prior to her meeting Bobby, and that they relationship, the three of them, it was tumultuous and she had to go. Okay, we know that her and Bobby had a love relationship, but drugs got in the way. They both was on it, and he had to get himself clean. He tried to get Whitney clean. She didn't want to get clean. She wanted to live the life the way she wanted to live it, and so they divorced, and so on and so forth. So we already know everything. It's nothing else for you to tell us. Nothing.
Well, you don't want to see how detailed information on her and Robin's relationship.
No, because we read that damn book Robin put out, and that was a travesty in the community as well. I mean, if you want the tea, go to the source. Okay, go to Robin's book. Okay. Because even though it was a whole bunch of nothing that she told us, she did at least confirm that they was together. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess that's all we need, but
I just need them to leave it alone. That's what I need them to
the
do.
movie is a no-go.
It's a no-go. So I ain't checking for it. I won't be doing no commentary on it and telling you nothing because we did already got everything we got. Okay. We didn't got all of the information we gonna get.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, at some point, we need to start letting people rest in peace and stop trying to capitalize off of every aspect of their life. It's really
Absolutely
not
agree.
okay.
Yeah. But if they come out with some tea, we gonna report on it though. But they ain't coming out with shit.
Oh well, that there's exceptions to every rule.
Oh, they said Robin should have just wrote a pamphlet. Cold-blooded. Y'all's cold-blooded out these streets, okay? Y'all didn't like the tea that Robin was spilling. Like, I didn't like the book. We returned it right after we read it. Thank you, Amazon.
Girl, I was like, we read that book.
Girl, we read that book.
Oh, well, I remember absolutely nothing about that one.
Okay. Well,
I take your word for it, girlfriend, because
girl, that's why you don't remember it. It was nothing to remember. It was not a Shalimar thing. It was not a night to make you remember. Okay. It was not.
Well.
Oh, she said we not capitalizing. Pat Houston is capitalizing. Absolutely. All right, let's get into the next topic, y'all. Your boy Tevin Campbell is back out in these streets now. They got a full interview on him on YouTube that I took a look at, but I haven't went through the whole thing. But at least we was able to get you what this article from AtlantaBlackStar.com had to say, that he had a big fight over Tevin Campbell, who confirms that L.A. Reid wanted Usher to sing Can We Talk, and Babyface disagreed. Now I'm here for it because back in the day, L.A. Reid and Babyface was the perfect combination. They gave you hits. You heard? So to find out that song could have been Usher's, what do you think it would have sounded like? Would it have been the same music?
I mean, it wouldn't been the same. It wouldn't have been the same, but it still could have worked, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely wouldn't have given the same vibe, but I think Usher still could have killed it.
Right.
He wanted Tevin Campbell killed it, but he definitely would have Usher killed it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well, honey, he dropped a T on it and stuff. They said that they did a rare interview, and y'all can find it on YouTube, State of the Black Music podcast at the National Museum of African American Music in Nashville, Tennessee. In the episode, he shared a glimpse into his musical mind, his Mount Rushmore of music, and which of his hit songs did L.A. Reid want Usher to sing. They went on to say that the 5-time Grammy-nominated singer said the Billboard charting 1993 single that hitmaker Reid wanted for his new child star was Can We Talk, confirming an industry rumor that has floated around the industry for years. Now, I ain't never heard of this rumor. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I never heard that they had wanted Usher to sing it. So he said, well, it is true. He said that's actually true. LA did want Usher to record it, but Babyface wanted me to do it, and they had a big fight over it. Okay. Usher also spoke about this in a 2017 interview with Ebony Magazine, saying he signed with LaFace Records because he wanted to do an album with Babyface and L.A. Reid. So Reid wanted Babyface to work on Me, and they were going through, a lot of drama at that time. He continues to say that they were kind of severing ties. He got mad and he built an entire album for me and gave the whole album to somebody else, Tevin Campbell. So the whole Can We Talk album was really supposed to be Usher's album?
I mean, Tevin Campbell, Babyface, my dad, grew up singing, right? So
yeah.
Tevin Campbell, Babyface, all of them, they got hella play in my house growing up. So I'm familiar with the album. Like, I remember, I still play the shit to this day. I don't think that the whole album would have gave what it gave under Usher, but I can definitely see it being a fight. Like to me, Usher is an appropriate person to have a fallout with about as far as giving him an album, because that is Usher's field of music when he first came out.
Yeah.
That
I
It's
that's
agree.
that's
true.
that's his realm of things. So it's not unrealistic to like hear that or surprising to hear that. And to me, that's a valid fight. Like if I was on the opposite side of Tevin Campbell, you know what I mean, and wanting Usher to do it, that's a valid ass argument.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I
respect
agree.
it. I ain't mad. I just need Usher to come out again and do some shit like that again, because Usher's still lit.
Yeah, he's
Girl, yeah,
still
because
lit.
that tiny desk was bomb. Do you hear me?
Y'all
Yeah.
gotta check it
Yes,
out.
he
Usher
was
did
jamming.
his damn thing on that tiny desk. Oh my god! I was like, this is real good. But see, that's what everybody was saying when he did the Vegas show. He threw down.
I
He
need
threw
everybody in
down.
the whole wide world who sleep on Usher to stop sleeping on Usher. And
Please stop.
listen, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that a Usher and Breezy versus does actually happen, right? And
I would love that.
that would be amazing, right? But
Yeah.
not in the sense of it being a competition, because to me there is no competition. Breezy is Breezy and Usher is Usher.
Right.
Like that would truly be a celebratory show.
Well, they
Definitely.
just asked Breezy on the interview when he was on the Drink Champs interview. They asked him about that, and he said it just got to make sense. Let me tell you what that means in layman terms. The money got to be right. So for him and for Breezy and Usher to do a versus challenge, the money got to be right.
Well, they need to
Oh,
get him the money because trust and believe, everybody in the world is gonna be tuned in to that versus
And
girl,
that's
challenge.
that's
just that.
gonna
So
break down Beyonce's internet.
let's not forget that we're kind of out of the pandemic, so to speak, right? We are, but we aren't. You know what I mean when I say that. But
Right,
Right.
we have to keep in mind, like, think about the last verses. Did you see the fucking audience?
girl,
Yes.
it was packed.
That wasn't free. They paid to get
They
there.
paid.
So I
Yeah.
absolutely understand it needing to make sense, because when I listen to it, I ain't pay shit.
That's right.
Right.
Okay,
That's
I
right.
ain't pay shit, but I
They have to
enjoyed
do that one
myself
in the
like I was
stadium.
there. That was beautiful, and I think that they would absolutely need a very big venue for that,
They
because
need the Staples Center for
you're
that
talking
kind of
about my
thing.
generation, and I'm late. I'm late 30s, and then
Okay.
you even talking about like my oldest daughter's generation. So we
Yeah.
talk about late teen, early 20s. That, you know what I mean, making me say yo and all that shit. Like you talk when you talk about the teeny boppers for real, and then even with Breezy, you're talking about some of the later people, and with Usher, that's us.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely need an appropriate stadium. So yes, I agree with Chris Brown, and it better make fucking sense.
It got to. It got to. What they say,
Mhm.
Royalty Brown tell your daddy to do a versus with Usher. I'm down for it. Anyway, back, to this article, he basically said that there was a fight between them. He said that the album was supposed to go to Usher. Okay. In Reed's book, Sing to Me, My Story of Making Music, Finding Magic, and Searching for Who's Next. He shares a story and lifetime and timeline of when he met the My Way singer. The passage reads in part: the minute this 14-year-old boy walked into my office that afternoon in 93, I could tell that there was nothing that felt remotely childlike about Usher Raymond. Honey, okay, he was already Usher. He was confident and poised way beyond his years. In 93, the same year of the meeting, Can We Talk had been recorded and charted the Billboard's Hot 100 in the ninth spot. Many tried to put the two former child stars against each other. However, Campbell had nothing but flowers for Usher, saying that even though he loves his peers' music, he can't do justice to one of his favorite songs by him. He said it is the same way he believes Usher would not have been able to bring the life to the song the way he did. I can
Mhm.
see that. I can see that. Because Usher has a particular sound and style. The music has to be right for Usher. It has to, like we can point out a Usher song, a Usher beat. You know what I'm saying? Same with Tevin Campbell. Like I don't think that them two could have swapped songs and it would have been the same effect.
Wait, you
It's,
saying you don't think that Usher could have swapped songs with Breezy?
no, we're talking about Tevin Campbell.
Oh,
I
I
think that
don't know,
they
Sixx.
have their own styles, and I think it was a perfect match for Can We Talk to be Tevin Campbell's.
I
It
don't
like he's
know.
saying it would be hard for him to reduplicate a song that was really made for Usher. He was so basically My Way could never have been My Way if he was sung by Tevin Campbell. I don't think it would have been the same effect.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree. I understand. And I don't disagree. I just don't know that I completely agree because yes, Tevin Campbell has a unique sound and Usher has a unique sound and style, but I feel like if I had to compare the two, Usher offers an additional oomph that Tevin Campbell just doesn't.
That's cold blooded.
It's not, and that's not no shade to Tevin Campbell. Tevin Campbell, if you come across this at any point in time, I love you.
I'm
Right?
just saying.
You good, but
I will agree, Michelle. I will agree that Usher, in my book, is considered a triple threat. I do not see Tevin doing My Way and doing a
there you
video.
go. You said it. You worded it
Okay,
perfectly. Thank you.
right.
Yes.
I believe that he is a triple threat. Tevin Campbell is not a triple threat. He's a good ass singer. So for him to take a song that was really made for Usher and to try to make it his own, they would have had to change a lot about it. In my own personal opinion, I can't see him singing My Way. I cannot see Tevin singing a Usher song.
Well, I think My Way is a bad example, right?
Well, that was the song that was out during that
no,
time.
I know,
Right.
but Usher
You gotta
gave
think about
off
it. We're not
that.
talking about no new songs. We
No, I
still
know that, but I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, I don't think like Usher gave off that your girl let me smash. Okay, so Usher gave off that you just mad.
And y'all know damn well that Tevin Campbell wasn't smashing no chicks.
Right.
Allegedly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Tevin
Like the
wasn't
energy.
giving that. So I
Right.
get
That's
what
what I'm
you're
saying.
saying.
So yeah, that's exactly what I mean. So you
Yeah,
hit
we
the
need
nail
a
on the
different
head.
example. I see what you're saying, Michelle. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with her on that part. And I agree that it just wouldn't have been a good song for him to try to redupe it. But
It's almost like Tevin Campbell when him singing. He was without a shadow of a doubt singing to a very much more mature audience.
yeah.
Where Usher, you know what I mean? Listen, if you want it, you can get it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, I mean,
yeah.
as long as you in my age range and you legal, if you know what I mean, I got you. Okay. Tevin Campbell was
Basically, you not
definitely
pulling the
singing.
R. Kelly.
Tevin Campbell was singing to my mama and them. Like I shouldn't have
Oh,
been singing "Can We Talk."
yeah.
Like that shouldn't have been something I should have been singing at that age. But My Way, I probably should have been singing that either. But it was okay because you know what I mean. You like it my way.
Right. Child, I'm just saying. I mean, I get your point, and I understand what Tevin is saying as well. He don't believe that they could have did a swap with the music like that. Sometimes a song is just made for that person, and that person can rock it. I can't see anybody redoing a lot of old school songs like a Stevie Wonder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can certain songs was just made for that person to do.
You ain't never lied because Beyonce already fucked up one.
Ooh.
Don't you start on Beyonce's internet now. You already know.
Listen,
I know.
we gotta call a spade a spade.
You better
Leave the classic shit alone. Don't
leave
be
it
my
alone.
age trying to redo some shit that my mama and them did at the barbecues and shit. Like, stop it. Stop
Right.
it. We don't need you
Yeah.
in no halter top with a shimmery dress, shaking whatever you think you got and don't got. You know what I mean? Trying to make it okay in 2020, whatever. Like, no, like stop.
Girl.
Leave them people. Leave the classics the fuck alone, please and thanks.
All the way. And thank you and have a good day.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Girl. Well, shout out to Tevin. I'm glad to see him back out here, though. I will say it's good to see him do an interview. I will check out that full long interview on YouTube, and I'll make sure to share it on the curve for the curvester so y'all can take a look at it too. It's like an hour and a half. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what else he got to conversate about because, you know, he said he was a trisexual. He tried anything. So maybe he's going to be spilling some additional other stories about his life growing up in Hollywood and what he was into and did and stuff. Maybe they asked him all of that. I don't know, but I'm here to find out. I'm here to find out.
Oh, well, now, I don't even want to know what Tammy Campbell was doing. I'm good.
That's how I feel. Like if you are admittedly a trisexual, we can just leave that to my imagination.
Right.
I don't need you to confirm. So I don't confirm or deny shit. You said all I need to know.
Running away with me.
Girl, no
And
ma'am.
it's just my imagination running away.
I still remember when
with
you
me.
was on the Fresh Prince dating Ashley Banks. That's all I needed to know. You good? You good?
Cold-blooded. Y'all some cold-blooded people. All right, now y'all know we talked about this the last time, and I'm sad. I don't know whether to be sad or not. Let me just bring it up. So your girl Tamar Braxton is out here with her baby daddy and her ex. You know, I guess they came to see her performance and stuff. But I just want to know, why is he back in the picture? And because didn't he have didn't they put out whatchamacallit against him, where he had to stay so many feet against her, she had to stay so many feet against him? Something was going on.
Listen, right now with this particular topic, I ain't even gonna hold you because Tamar gives me remember when Britney Spears cut her hair?
Yeah.
Tamar gives me those type of vibes, and I'm scared to say something because I don't want to read on the internet, you know what I mean, some other shit, you know what I mean, and I don't. Tamar just is. She's just weird.
You think she's weird?
Yes, I do, and I don't know if it's because she's felt like she had to live in the shadows for so long, and now she's finally out the shadows, and the world knows Tamar's name, and like I don't know, but like I feel like I gotta be sensitive with her.
I would agree. I mean, let her tell us she had a lot of things going on with her. And it was one point in time where she, went through a depression state. So I would have to agree that, we kind of be delicate with what is going on with her. But I don't think that it was a good idea to mend the relationship with her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-husband is forever going to be in the spot. They got a kid together. I understand that.
I mean,
but
on
this
Father's
David
Day, she kind of gave the impression that David was a really big part of her son's life. So maybe that's why she took a picture with both of them, just to say, hey, these men are both in my son's life.
Well, you remember she gave a shout out on Father's Day to them both,
right?
For being a part of her son's life. And I was under the impression that, and maybe they might have mended their friendship. They did a video of Tamar and who was that? Her sister. One of her sisters was in the video. I think we posted it on the curb, and she was saying, we don't want no more David. That's exactly what the sister said. Trina was like, we don't want no more Davids. So allegedly, I'm going to have to assume that she mended the friendship with David because it was talks in the streets about seeing them two out and about. And so here we are with this picture of them two out and about. Child. Hey, Sharon, aka Sharon. Hey, y'all. You so late. Yeah, okay, girl. That's okay. I know it's the holiday weekend, but it's still celebrities out here in the streets doing the things that they do. We talking. We is talking. All right, child. Let's get into the next hoopla. Y'all, when this whole thing with Christian and Blueface, what in the world is
her
going
name
on?
is Christsean.
I thought it was Christian. I thought it was just a weird way they spelled it, but whatever. The girl with the missing tooth that she got fixed.
That poor girl, you know, I've been watching her on the Baddies ATL. She throwed the hell off, allegedly. But from what I see, she needs some help and she definitely needs some guidance. I don't
Well,
know what hole he got over her, but Lord, you special, Christsean. Yes.
well, I mean, obviously he's saying that she been acting differently now. She done got her tooth fixed. He don't want no parts of her, and she talking about she gonna take out her tooth just for him.
Child, they back together already.
Are they?
Yeah, girl.
That was short lived in a mofo.
Very, very short lived. I was looking on her page last night and she showed herself like drinking a drink, dancing, and then the caption was like, "How you feel when he takes you back?"
So she oh my goodness, I hate to say this because she a young girl, right? And you know,
Yeah.
I try to be careful because she roughly my daughter's age, my oldest
Right.
Mm-hmm.
daughter's age. But I feel really, really bad for her because whatever the outcome of this is gonna be, she would be okay with always being the quote unquote side chick. And
Mm.
that's a I mean, if you a side chick and that's your thing, yeah, I mean that's your thing. But stay the fuck away from me and my people because listen, no, that's not it. That's not cute. You gonna get yourself hurt or killed. Either by somebody else or by your own. You're by your own hand. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a shame. Like she got that's a mental illness.
It is.
That is and he is and to be with somebody allegedly, right? Everything I'm saying is alleged because I don't know these motherfuckers from a can of paint.
Right.
But to be with somebody who is as blatantly disrespectful to his family in the manner that he is and being okay with filming it and telling the world I don't give a fuck about them or whatever the case may be, and for her to be okay with even bragging about him putting out his child, like your relationship has zero value anyway,
Right.
so like it's
Um.
not cute.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Oh,
definitely sad.
Sharon, aka Sharon, said, "How old is she?" Well,
She's
I
early
know
20s
Blueface is
too, I think.
25, so she got to be in her early 20s too.
Yeah, she's early 20s. I think she's like 25 or something.
Yeah, yeah. But keep in mind, this is the same man that let her beat up his mama and sister. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she
So,
definitely did that, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if he would let you do that to him, when he does actually fall in love with somebody, what does she think he's going to let them do to her? She
mm,
doesn't have a valuable place, in my opinion. And again,
mm,
this is just my opinion, but her position holds zero value.
yeah, girl, that's a
I
trip.
mean, in her mind, she's his woman.
And I understand that. I mean, in a lot of women's mind, you're somebody's woman until you find out that you ain't their woman, right?
Oh,
Facts.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, she it's a sick cycle. I don't want no parts
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's the type that I would make sure that I would never have a child by him. Never, I
girl.
would never. That would never be an okay thing for me.
Well, you already know. It's already some situations when he sat up there and allowed her to beat up the mama and the sister. So my thing is, she turned around and she tattooed a whole face picture of him on her neck. Like, what's really good? Like, she never wants to get rid of him. She never.
I mean, I'm sure she does feel that way right now. But hopefully as she matures, she'll realize because, girl, he don't
Mm-hmm.
respect you,
But
Christian.
hold on, before we keep going, let me get this girl her praises though, because the girl got hands. Okay,
Oh
Oh,
yeah, now
so
she
if you
will
do
whip
come
your
at
ass
this,
now.
if you come at this sister, you
uh-huh.
better have good hands too, because old girl can fight her ass off.
You saw that brutalization she did on the doggone.
Girl, forget what she did to his family.
Oh,
She legit got hands, so she got a lot of mouth and with it too. Her hands and her mouthpiece match. So
yeah.
if you are dealing with him in any capacity, and you really trying to be the main one, Listen, you better take some kickboxing classes. Do what is it called? Taekwondo. You better do all that shit, cause old girl, she with the shits, okay?
You better.
Yes, girl, she will definitely
Mm-mm.
whoop your ass. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, oh yeah.
You better, honey. You better, because she got hands. And if I remember correctly, her ass looked like she was strapped and ready for all of this stuff too, girl. She looked like she be pumping iron. I am not
Well,
lying.
she said she plays football. I was looking around on her page. She's really fast and athletic. So yeah,
She over there ripped like one of these, MMA fighters. I'm just saying.
And it's
yeah,
so disappointing though, because she's a beautiful girl. She really,
Mhm.
really
she
is.
is.
She is a beautiful girl. So it's not like looks are any deterrence for anybody that she may pique an interest in. It's just a shame that she's so dead set on this man who don't give a damn about himself, let alone anybody else.
Right. Yeah, she ain't no Joe Sharon, aka Cherry.
Allegedly.
Well, another youngie is in the doggone headlines too. This Ari Fletcher situation about this cryptic message she posted on social media about being physically abused while
That shit
vacationing.
wasn't cryptic. She knew what the fuck she was doing. She was just being messy and wanted some fucking attention. She knew damn well when she posted that, everybody was going to assume she was talking about her dude. Sixx, keep it a
Uh,
bean. If a man put
yeah.
his hands on you and it's not your husband, and you doing whatever you doing on Twitter, are you or are you not going to make that shit clear in the tweet that it wasn't your husband that did that shit?
Off rip. Off rip.
Because like the goons is gonna come. Like what the
Mm,
no, she just wanted
yeah.
attention. That was no. She no. Mm-mm.
And she has then since deleted this tweet. So apparently, according to the Jasmine brand, she deleted the tweet and about the artist Moneybag Yo. She claims over being physically abused. Okay. And I think they're saying she's 26 and Moneybag Yo is 30. Right. And confirmed their relationship. They confirmed their relationship back in January of 2020. And since the celebrity couple has repeatedly sparked breakup rumors, often declaring their love for each other and disputing the rumors shortly afterwards. So they always be going back and forth, but she ended up putting on there, today was the last day I let that nigga put his hands on me. Fight your demons, not me. And she didn't clarify who it was for. She didn't clarify. So we all, including myself, immediately assumed it was about her boyfriend. Because
Right.
other than that, who is it about? Right. And so they said that Ari posted details of her trip to the Bahamas on her Instagram story. However, her boo bag was seemingly nowhere in sight. Following this abusive tweet, social media users discovered that the said some artist was definitely in attendance as they were spotted on a video in the club section together, causing many speculate the tweet was about him. Let's take a look at what she posted in the video. Okay, so they together, and then that's the tweet she posted.
And from the tweet, I was over here vibing to that song. You shook your head when you heard that music that played right there.
Girl, the Whitney Houston girl, you already know. Can't nobody hit them notes like her.
Not nobody, boy. Because as soon as I heard it, I forgot what we was talking about. I was over here bobbing my head, okay?
Like, who was we talking about? Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. She took the tweet down, and did she ever come back with this response, Shawn? Did she ever say anything? I think she came back with a response to say, y'all always taking it left or something like that. No,
No,
bitch, you
she
should have
took it left.
clarified it.
No, I
You
hope
should
she
have
ain't took
clarified
that silly shit. Because if she did, I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna tell her she took that shit left. That shit went exactly how the fuck she wanted it to go. She wanted the
it.
attention today on whatever July, whenever she posted it, because she was bored on this holiday weekend. She knew what the hell she was doing. I said what I
Yeah.
said. She
She
no.
said something like, let me see if I can find the exact post. Something like, that she was talking about somebody in the casino, some drunk dude, and she needs to be more careful about what she posts.
Mm. Okay, girl.
I mean,
That part.
I mean, my thing is, you just doing stuff for attention, ma'am.
Yeah. That's what it seemed like. And you knew damn well that everybody was just gonna assume you was talking about your man. So quit with all the theatrics.
Yep,
Okay.
and she probably was pissed off at him and tweeted that out. Then he was like, "What the fuck?" Then she
Right.
deleted. Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry, babe. I'm sorry, babe.
Right? What she said, Sharon, aka Sharon, said I could hit that note after a drink. Okay, girl.
Yes, Sharon. I know that's right, girl.
I can too, Sharon. With all the, okay, with auto tune, honey.
Y'all better get it up. Get them notes together, boo. Get them Whitney Houston notes together. Speaking of some good news, shout out, they finally got a picture of Big Sean and his girlfriend, Miss Jhene Aiko. I think that's how Aiko, however you say her last name. But she, they are
look just as cute.
acting. Don't they look cute together? They so
look
cute.
Good
so
couple.
cute, yeah.
Congrats to them.
Yeah. Did she ever? I don't think she's ever come out to announce that she is pregnant, y'all. So everybody just been kind of like seeing them out and about, and
She pulled the
you know,
Rihanna
she pulled a Rihanna, but she ain't confirmed it. But Rihanna kept that shit on the wraps because didn't nobody know until she told us, and then we getting pictures with Shawn and this girl. So shout out to them. They make a cute couple. But I still say, and I'll say it again, I don't think they ever getting married. But to each their
Well,
own.
Wait,
you know,
why you don't think
not
they
to
getting
go over
married?
it.
So
Because people have been asking, oh, when y'all getting married, having kids and stuff like that, asking Shawn, and he never really said anything about that. And then they ended up breaking up for that short period of time. So I don't feel like he is going to be that person that is into marriage with her.
I
So
mean, I don't know. I mean, marriage is we gotta keep in mind, marriage is not like it's not looked at in the same way, right? People go into marriage understanding divorce is an option, so marriage is not really a priority for a lot of people, especially the people that got money. So I mean, I guess I get it.
yeah.
It is a little strange, but it's the new wave, I guess, because the world about to go to shit anyway.
Girl,
Your
say
marriage
it
license ain't
again.
gonna mean a single damn soon. You listen, gas is $5, $6, $7 a gallon, depending on where you at. And eggs used to cost me like 50 cents. Now they cost me over $2. So marriage is not on
Mm-mm.
the list of things to do right now.
You right. You are absolutely right about that. Shit is going downhill. It's going downhill. Well, all right, let's get into this next hot topic. Y'all won't seem to leave, Snoop Dogg's daughter alone. Why don't, her relationship is good. Y'all always on her posts and stuff saying some negative shit, which, she responded to it. She was like, she got a clap back. So, what is her name? Cora? I think her name was Cora, if I remember
I think
correctly.
it's
But
Corey, no? Cori.
Corey, is it Corey?
Corey
Yeah.
Broadus, right? Shouldn't he
Yeah,
play?
Corey. It might be Corey.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
Corey
Corey.
Brothers.
Well, she responded to a fan who said that her boyfriend is only with her because of her dad. This is what she had to say. She was like, this is not how this is finna go. Y'all not finna sit up here and talk this shit to me. Y'all love saying a nigga must like me because my daddy Snoop Dogg. Like, why can't he just love me for me? It's deeper than just being his daughter. I'm my own person. I'm more than that. And I hate that I feel like I gotta go on here and do all of this. But I've been dealing with this shit since high school, and it's frustrating as fuck to have to question if that's the case. I hate it here. Y'all fucking suck. Oh,
So I'm confused, right? So I guess I'm trying to understand because I looked at the pictures, I seen the post, right? And she's a beautiful dark skinned sister. Like she's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know all of Snoop's kids, right? So, I mean, that's news to me. So, well, like, why does that matter? Like, have they not been together that long? Like, what's the
No, they've
No,
been
let me.
implication
together
as
for
far as them
years,
saying that? 'Cause
actually.
that's what I thought when I was reading it, but like, I don't understand. Like, are they saying that? Like, I don't. I guess I just don't get it because she's pretty. She has a beautiful smile. She
Yeah.
seems like she got her head on straight from what I can see. I wasn't able to find anything that led me to believe that she, what I mean, got any type of issues. So
Well,
like,
let me
why
just give
why
you
would
the
they say that?
background. She has been dealing with this. This is not the first time that she's been in this type of situation. That first they were saying negative stuff about her when she gained weight. So she was thin and stuff growing up, and then when she got to a certain age, she kind of picked up on some weight. And they started saying, why you not fit and trim? Your father, Snoop Dogg, you got the money to do all of this. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? She has been battling people saying negative stuff about her ever since she was a kid, and because she is the darker one out of the family. So between
Right.
Snoop and his wife, and then his sons are light skinned and she's dark skinned. She has always been the end of everything. Like they always been making jokes about her all of these years, always saying negative shit about her. And now that she got into this relationship with her boyfriend that they've been together for a minute, now they saying stuff about that. And it's like she is tired of that. Y'all know that the stuff that y'all do and say to people on social media, some people don't have thick skin. And she's even came out and said that over the course of years she's dealt with depression, and I think she even said something about committing suicide allegedly. And like you guys have been putting her in a dark space, and
So
that's
you
not
think this is
fair.
like a colorism issue?
I
Because
think that
I
that's what
she's
this
mean,
darker
is.
and
complected.
you have to think
Yes.
about where she grew up and who she went to school with. Like I said, she went to school with the likes of Kylie Jenner and them, which I don't think they look all that great, but by American standards, they're what you would consider gorgeous, and she don't look nothing like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure that it is understood that I think she's absolutely beautiful. Her
She's
smile is
beautiful.
super
She's
bright,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
and he listen the way he looking at her in the pictures.
It's
That's
like
what
he
I
in
was
It looked
about
love.
to
like
say.
Yes.
he in all to me.
He
Okay,
Yes.
loves her. You can look at that picture and tell he's
so
not just with her.
yeah, I
And
think the
people
naysayers
need
and
to
the
quit.
bullies, yeah, the
Yeah.
naysayers and the bullies, they need to just sit down. If you jealous, just say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
I
like
mean, and what
you.
you have to do with internet is take it with a grain of salt. People in the comments say any damn thing. They so rude and mean.
Well, she got their asses together because she continued to say that y'all are so fucking miserable, and it's so sad. It's hard not to let people comments get to you because deep down they struggling. But I'm still human and words hurt. How do y'all have time to sit on someone's page and just talk shit? It never made sense to me. But if they see you in person, it's another story. So hateful. They be so hateful. I'm praying because that's a sickness for real.
It is a sickness to go on the internet and be completely negative about people. I would never go in somebody's comment section and talk about the way they look or anything like that. That's just rude and ridiculous. People do need to grow the hell up.
But y'all didn't say none of that when her son had a kid with a chick that he was with. They didn't say that the girl was just with him because he's a broadest, he's a Snoop Dogg son. He, was doing football. As a matter of fact, they didn't had a couple of kids by now, still
Yeah.
together. So I just think that's really sad that they have to keep throwing her under the bus like that. Like, damn, can she be happy? Can she find love? Can she have a family? Can she move on?
Yeah, it's sad. It's terrible.
I hate that for
But
her.
God bless her. I hope her relationship continues to flourish. They look like they happy. Keep on, keep
Mm-hmm.
keeping on, Corey.
Yeah, yep, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Speaking of other relationships and maybe happy ones as well, your girl is back in the headlines with another man. Tory Lanez is supposedly in a damn relationship with Iggy
Next
Azalea.
case.
Next case.
don't care.
Don't nobody give two fucks, right? Nobody cares. Tory Lane, stay in the motherfucking studio. I'm here for that part. Iggy, you already know how the culture feel about you. Like, next fucking case.
Well, damn. Michelle said you can't even talk about that one, Sixx. She
Listen,
said,
listen, she doesn't listen. If it was him solo, cool, but she does not deserve the attention.
Oh, well,
But
maybe
that's
this
just my
relationship,
opinion. I'm a guest
maybe,
here, so you know what I mean?
maybe this relationship is a go for you, dear. You know, they said Adele wants more kids and romance and stuff months after her and Rich Paul been out together and doing all of this and that. So according to the Hollywood Unlocked, they said that she's been having baby fever and revealing that she wants a couple of more kids amidst this romance with Rich Paul. And so they said they've been dating for about a year or so, and already a mom to a 9-year-old Angelo from her previous marriage to Simon. And while she had already mentioned being open to expanding her family in a previous interview with Graham Norton, Adele clearly still feels strongly about the idea. And then they got a quote from her saying, "I definitely would like a couple of more kids. It would be wonderful if we can," she said during the appearance on Desert Island Decks. "If not, I have got Angelo. I just want to be happy. Things are clearly going to be well for Rich and Adele, who took to Instagram in May to share a string of dotting photos, including one which showed them holding up the keys of what seemed to be their new home." So they done got a home together. Maybe, the whole shebang lifestyle and everything.
well,
They
good
just,
for them. That's
Good for you. I mean,
natural.
I love genuine love, and if it's genuine, more power to them. And
Right.
yeah,
That's what I say.
that's
Go
it.
ahead out
That's
there, have you a baby if he
yeah,
wants to, girlfriend.
right. That's all the energy I'm giving that one though.
but that Izzy Icky Azalea. Who said that? We don't care about Icky Azalea.
Who
Jerron.
else besides Jerron?
Thank you. I'm happy to know I'm not the only one who, yeah, I
Look,
mean,
you
but
see, I moved on. I just look. That's what we do. We bring you the tea. That's what it is. I just bring it to you as I get it myself. Okay. Well, let's get into the next one, honey, because y'all know we can't never, never get R. Kelly out of the headlines, honey. And his victim is speaking out following the sentence.
which one?
Girl, you hear me? Because it's a long list of
Oh,
him.
bloody.
Yeah, like which one? Okay.
Cold blooded. Well, let's take a listen to this and see if we can figure out who she is. Because I don't even. Is this the same chick that was on that damn show that I was talking about the last time we went live, Shawn? And I was like, I don't remember her in the documentary. I think
Yeah.
that's
They
her.
was in a
Something. Is
documentary.
it? I think her name is Lizette. I think. Is her name
Mhm.
Lizette?
Don't give me the line, but if they was in a documentary, I think we should go to the next case. If they weren't in a documentary, I'm open to hearing what they got to say. Because that
Oh,
documentary was questionable for a lot of us.
Girl, it was, and I'm not denying that. I still don't believe everybody's story that was in that documentary, but some of them stories are strong, honey. Some of them I believe. Now, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. I
They
mean, I
said in the
don't
comment
recall
that this the
seeing
same
her.
girl who went on the bus with him, and he asked her to suck him off, and she did all she had to say was no. She did it, but all she had to say was no and left the bus. I don't know who this one is, so we
Well,
gotta
she
take.
Wait,
said she was a
what?
sex slave, so apparently she must have been one of the in-house girls if she was a slave.
In-house, outhouse.
Six, Lord, you a hoe, man.
I listen. I know I shouldn't ask this question, and I don't want anybody to take what I want to ask as like a form of victim blaming or victim shaming, because that's not my wave at all. But I am curious to know, how old was this person that made this statement when this incident allegedly happened?
Well, let's see if Sean could get up on the Googler right quick and see if she can find out how old she was. Because I don't even know the chick's name.
All right, let me check it out,
Okay,
girlfriend.
see if you
Hold
can
up.
pull that up and we're
And then
gonna listen
again,
to this little.
it's not to
Yeah.
victim blame because but the age matters because if you grown as fuck, like come on, you got to be accountable.
Well, Leah said age ain't nothing but a number, and throwing down ain't nothing but a thing.
Oh,
Well, then there's that, right? But let's not talk about that. God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. Let's take a listen right quick to this little clip while Sean pulling up the D's.
I was an up and coming singer. I was a girl full of life, very innocent but very driven, and preyed upon basically at the mall in Aventura, Florida,
oh yeah, I
and
remember her.
promised just a mentorship and quickly turned into, I would just say, a sex slave.
Possible the sentence? Is 30 years enough? Do you think sentence was enough?
She said she was 17.
I personally don't think it's enough, but I'm pleased with it.
Fine. Now, I'm not looking at you. I started this journey 30 years ago. I was 14 years old when I encountered Robert Sylvester Kelly. There wasn't a day in my life up until this moment that I actually believed that the judicial system would come through for Black and brown girls. I stand here very proud of my judicial system, very proud of my fellow survivors, and very pleased with the outcome. 30 years did he do this, and 30 years is what he got. Being in a situation as such affords you the ability to be re-victimized over and over again in different areas of your life. When you are taught to be quiet and to keep silent about things that should be spoken about openly, you find yourself recluse, and that often affords people the ability to manipulate you.
Okay, so there you got it. That's what both the victims ended up saying about the whole sentences with R. Kelly. What did you end up finding out, Sean?
Lizette was
Sean booted herself out, so we gotta wait for her to come back. Let's go into the chats though. I see Jerron laughing her ass off with the popcorn. She should have bit the Vienna sausage off. Sean probably follows her mama and her pastor. You know, Sean always is up on the tea, girl. They said Sylvester the Scandalous. Girl, yes, honey, yes.
Sixx, Shaniqua just a steady talking. I'm trying to wave at her to get her attention. She don't know she ain't in here.
Oh, okay. She not in here. Okay, hold on, y'all. We got to get Sean back up in here. I'm sitting up here. I saw her when she clicked out, but I didn't have no idea that she was didn't know she was in here. Let me tell her here. She not in the I hope her phone and stuff is okay.
Girl, she fine. I'm looking at her. She was just a steady talking.
Okay, she back up on her now. Let me bring her back. Okay, here you go, Sean. We was waiting on you, girl. How you boot yourself out?
Oh, my bad. I had went to a different screen to read that article. I must have hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay. What did you end up finding out about the chick?
You know, that she was 17 and Robert had I guess met her in the mall and promised to mentor her and all of that. And I was like, you know, she still was young, but you know, in most states, 17 is consenting for that, you know.
Right.
But you know, she was young, and she said she just got sucked in. She was with him for 2 months, and he was making her do it too.
Jerron said, "Shall drop a quarter in the payphone, boo."
I try not to really say a whole bunch of about this, but I just feel like people need to be very careful with the terminology they use in the positions that they, I guess, feel like they held during, you know, these traumatic times. Because saying that you're a sex slave, that's a hell of a title.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I don't want to say too much because again, I'm not. None of these women should have went through anything that they went through or felt like, you know, I mean, they were forced into a position for whatever reason. I just feel like we just got to be real careful with the titles that we use when we're accusing people of doing shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that. All right, well, let's see. What did Sharon say? I had to come over to YouTube. What? That Facebook restricted your accounts for 24 hours. Girl, Facebook in this restriction. That girl beat the
I'm
mama and
I'm
sister.
still in jail on Facebook, so
Oh, and we was gonna
saying
talk
that,
about
girl.
that, Sharon, aka Sharon. So I'm glad you said that, so they won't restrict my page. So she said her page
Oh,
got
just
restricted for the girl beat the mama and sister.
when she
Oh,
said that about Christsean.
about Christsean, we talked about it. I hope they don't restrict the page.
That's crazy. That just happened. So they immediately, y'all listening to us, Facebook? What the heck?
Girl, you know they are. They watching your every move. Watching it
Girl, that's a
every move.
shame. That's crazy.
Well, let's get into this. Y'all know that they doing the Essence Awards festival, I should say. And a lot of people was, been on the festival stage and stuff. They was brought out and one of the guests, and I think Sharon had posted this in our Cursors group. One of the guests was the Lauryn Hill. Girl, they said she
Yes,
made
Lord.
it. Yes, honey. And let's see. I know she gonna be singing. I'm gonna do my best. Let's see here. Here she is on the stage. She looks good. Strumming my pain. Yeah, she's singing one of my faves. Look, she looks really good, y'all. And I didn't hear nothing negative about her not being on time. Was she on time?
Girl,
Oh,
I haven't heard. I'm sure she would have been late. That would have been the headline. So,
girl, yes, honey. But they said she did the damn things. Yeah.
Lauren, I would have loved to see her.
And let's not forget, she not too long ago recently reunited and stuff back with the Fugees at another concert that they had. What was that other concert that she did where they had all of the different stages and Neo came on and Maya and all of those other people, like
That
they had
Friends and Lovers concert.
Friends and Lovers. Yeah, she did a whole set with the Fugees.
Oh, good for her. I'm glad to see her out there. Go on and get your coin, Lauren. Shoot.
Oh, Sharon, aka Sharon, says she got the festival on Hulu now. Okay.
Yeah, they were saying you could stream it on Hulu. I hadn't even went on there to check.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out since we got the Hulu thing. And she also said that Wyclef brought her out. It was a surprise, and she came on time. Well, hallelujah. Nah, if she was on time, that would have been hilarious. Right. I got you. Well, I was glad to see that she was out and about because everybody been wondering about this whole scenario. Maybe we ought to do a live about that, Sean, because there is some mystery talk about the reason why she didn't never come out with a second album. And child, it got to do with ghostwriters and being sued. They said she didn't write that first album. Word on the curb.
I don't care who wrote it. It was bomb. That's all I know.
It was bomb diggity, honey. It was bomb diggity.
Yes, Lauren. You did that, girlfriend.
And shout out to Chris Breezy. I know we talked about him earlier, but he was able to come back to London after 12 long years. The whole situation with him and Rihanna, the beautification, honey. He was banned from coming to London. Yes, go on, Chris. Sounding good, looking good. He seemed like he had a good time.
Hold on. Let's make a fair disclaimer here in regards to Breezy and his past. Okay, let's not forget to mention that he was allegedly antagonized in some capacity, and he didn't just randomly just go off for no reason.
Okay, so are we going to indulge in the whole beaterization and what actually took place from what they actually told?
We'll save that for another day.
Well, you brought it up because we got the time. We got.
I know.
Time.
I just don't want nobody name to be getting drugged. Like, they just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Breezy crazy.
I don't think
he
crazy.
was right in what he did.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just don't think he was just doing shit for no reason.
Right. Okay. Sharon says she respect Chris' response about the Michael Jackson statement. Yes, I do too. You know me. Michael Jackson is the GOAT. Okay. So to say that Chris Breezy is better than Michael, I wouldn't say that just yet. Now, I still say that sometimes, you can be on the same plateau with your counterparts. You can. Just like they say that Beyonce is the greatest entertainer, and I'm gonna say, people say that for her time frame. Michael Jackson has been a superstar since he was a little kid up until he passed away, and he was one of the biggest selling artists of all times, and he had a lot of hits. But do you say that about Mariah Carey, that she's the greatest of all time because she's had so many hits and stuff too for her time frame? Yeah. I don't think Chris is there yet. But I do say that he and Usher are on the same plateau as a Michael Jackson. Like, they continue to do what they do and bring out these hits and stuff. He will be.
Yeah.
I would say that. So shout out to Breezy for, getting back into London after all of this whole shit bang bang boogie. Michelle, like, hold on a minute. Hold on a momento.
I just wanted
Of
it to be
course.
fair. That's all. Just wanted it to be fair.
Right. I get it. I'm not saying anything about not being fair. One of Jerron's favorite people, y'all, is making a way back to the show as well. Your girl Shantee. Oh baby.
Yeah, it's a Shantee.
She's supposed to be doing a TV One show thing. Let's take a look at this little 30-second clip because they're going to be celebrating the 20th anniversary of Ashanti. Y'all ready for it or no?
Yeah, we ready. What's she doing? Uncensored?
Beautiful Interludes Live.
She's beautiful and she's back. With her greatest hits. Celebrating the 20th anniversary of her multi-platinum debut album.
A little louder. 20 years later. Okay.
Hello Beautiful Interludes Live featuring Ashanti. Sunday, July 17th at 9 on TV.
Well, on TV One, y'all ready for it? Y'all gonna tune in?
Well, good for her. I like Ashanti. I probably won't go seek that performance out, but if I come across it, I will stop, while I'm flipping through.
I ain't saying all of that, but Beyonce puts on a hell of a concert. I think she's a good entertainer. I'm just not the best singer, but that's my personal opinion. Okay. Oh, y'all laughing about the Ashanti thing. Y'all so cold-blooded. Jerron said her Ashanti, her lyrics is on repeat.
She cold-blooded. I like Ashanti. Jerron
she said baby 14,765 times in that song.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Girl, even after the first sentence, she had to say, "Oh baby," oh baby. I mean, I like her, but she ain't no Monica.
No,
she said she ain't no Monica. Oh.
She ain't no Monica. Now Monica is my girl. Monica has like her catalogs of songs are different. Ashanti is kind of like one note. She does like same type of music all the time.
Well, I mean, if I recall correctly, y'all was trying to give her the saying that she's the princess of R&B. Is y'all still feeling the same? Girl, remember they was trying to say that
wait, who lied and said that?
Okay, so let's go back. Way back in the day when Ashanti was hot. And then she cooled down for a long time, and they started giving Mary J. Blige the award. And what do they call Mary J. Blige?
The queen of R&B.
The queen of R&B, right? The queen of R&B hip hop. So now they were trying to say that Ashanti was the princess of
girl.
R&B.
That wasn't
the only person
Irvin Jaru saying that. It wasn't nobody else.
I was about to say because I clearly remember Aaliyah having that title.
And it will stay that way. Even in death, Aaliyah is still
Yeah,
the
you're right,
princess.
Jerron. The
Mhm.
Jerron said that was Ja Rule with that bullshit.
Well, that's what
Bullshit.
he was trying to get circulating in the streets. That's what it was. I'm just saying what I heard. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm just saying what I heard. Okay. And if that was Ja Rule, he trying to get her to be, cataloged as such. I don't see it, and I'll be the first to say it. I
Yeah,
don't.
no, and I like her, but I wouldn't consider her like a princess or anything like that.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, she's managed to maintain her longevity. She's still out here performing them old hits, girl.
Yeah, because her new hits ain't doing shit.
Well, there's that.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't know why the old school artists are still out here trying to make music. You should be doing other things by now, Shantee. She should be doing something else. Or being, a writer for such. She got good writing skills. She can write for people. So, but maybe that's what she likes to do. She likes to sing and she wants to continue.
Yeah, I don't know. Music has definitely changed, and some people just need to sit down. Sit down.
Look, she said lies they tell. I was in on that, Paul. Okay, Nisha. And then she said in the streets or the sheets. Cold-blooded. If Ashanti is the princess of R&B, Amber Rose is the queen of virginity. Y'all is cold-blooded. Y'all cold-blooded in these streets. Child. Okay, well, I just thought I'd tell you what the streets was saying back in the day. Let's get into it. Comedian Just Hilarious drags Billy Soares, who threatened to leak her news after 50 Cent left him off of the comedy fest. Your wife was fucking your homeboy. What in the hell is going on?
I don't know what type of petty ass, stupid ass shit is that.
Wait, run that back?
Girl, this is what they saying. I'm trying to get in on it. Hold on, because I'm like, what in the hell they talking about? Who is Billy Sorrell?
I've never heard of him, but apparently he was upset because 50 Cent didn't select him for some comedy festival. He put Jess on there.
Okay.
So then he decided to come out and say that Jess has been trying to sleep with him in his DMs and she been sending him nudes. And Jess was like, wait a damn minute. Them the same news that's already out there released by my ex 4 years ago now.
Right. So let me read to you because they won't let me go in on here.
I was gonna let off on the commentary. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, let me read. So Billy says, why would I want to fuck with a girl who dick bigger than mine? Goofy. I actually tried to help your dumb ass and really honestly didn't want to fuck you, but you playing like you won't be here in a couple of weeks. Keep that same energy with one of them South Park hoes. Dog, walk your mechanic face ass. Don't say nothing. I'll see you soon. I'm not these other niggas you play with, bitch. I don't see no value in your child. She responded and said, and they only give me a piece of it. One thing a hit dog will do is holler. You would have to been posted some pictures that nobody has seen, Billy. Please tell me when I have ever wanted your knockoff DL Bobby Valentino looking ass. You remember I asked you, and then it cuts off. Hold on. So it says, remember I asked you, were you gay? Cause that shit with them boys, honey. Stop playing with me. I see you deleted all that other shit. And you tried to help me with what, nigga? I only saw you perform twice, each time 10 minutes, laughing my ass off. You ain't ever did no real time around me. And listen, lay off the cocaine, baby. You always in some shit. Mad as fuck because you never blew like you wanted to. And this is why. You got too many personal bitch ass feelings to handle business. You have a mental breakdown every other month and come crying on the internet. But today, you gangster, huh? We'll see. Then he says, man, I don't give a fuck about a loudmouth asshole. Oh. So he said, so just came back and said, because who is this plane? Who she tagged? Plain Jane 0628. Please don't leak anybody's news. That's a crime. That's what she told him. And she said, girl, he talking about the same news. Ain't nobody, anybody can go get off the Pornhub. The same ones my ex leaked 4 years ago talking about when he was married. That's why your wife was fucking your homeboy, because you were fucking one of your homeboys. But go off, killer. Ooh.
I don't know why he came for Jess. Like, Jess clap that game ain't crazy. She
Girl,
don't
you
give
know
no
she
fucks about
crazy.
nothing. Like, he sounds stupid for even saying that. Like, cause the only why would you make mention of that? And she ain't do it. Like, why you was acting like you was girling? Stop girling.
Girl,
Right, because what type of man is coming for a woman on the internet? That is not cool.
Exactly.
It's not
That's
cool
he
at
need
all.
to stop girling. He's girling.
Yeah.
girl, that's so fucking crazy.
And
He
it's
did,
all because he didn't get added to a festival by 50 Cent.
child. 50 Cent, all his name is always up in the middle.
No, but
Women
this
ain't
sound like
got
that.
nothing to do with him.
This sound like that DL Monique shit. Like, that's not her responsibility and that's not her fault. How the fuck you mad at her?
Right.
Exactly.
That don't make no sense. This is as stupid as that Monique shit. How the fuck Monique mad at DL? Like,
Just
what?
stupid. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Oh my God. They be doing some of the craziest shit. And y'all know that just got hella comeback. She got hella clapback.
Girl, she do. She be cracking me up for real.
Girl, just a whole mess. But he did have some other stuff to say in regards to that whole scenario, which I thought was even crazy for him to say anything else about it. The last part of what he said was, um, he said, I am rich and I'll rob your whole lineup. Stop playing with Justin, nigga. I guess that's what he was calling Justin Hilarious. Just done.
Tell him to say that shit to 50 so 50 can drag his dumb, dizzy, stupid, half retarded ass himself.
He said that book you some G niggas before. This is what he's saying to 59. Book you some G niggas before we get at you. Get out your pot. You just got J Prince, nigga. Pay your respect before I shut down your show. Book some talent from Houston. You weak if you don't. Stop playing with Houston. Oh jeez.
Yeah, the more
Child.
he talked, the stupider he sound and look. I would never pay to go see him based off of this situation alone. Like, what?
Yeah,
Girl.
this was a waste of time.
That
You
was a
heard me?
bust.
It was a bust. It was. Um, anywho, girl, that was just good commentary for me because he just walked right on into that fucking around with just the hilarious. But let's talk about who's back in the headlines because apparently the ex-girlfriend about Mr. Derulo came out and she wanted to clarify some stuff. Why after all this time? I don't know. Why is she back in the headlines? So they saying Jason Derulo's ex-girlfriend, mother of his son, Jenna. Fume says singer cheated on her. That's why they broke up. Do we really care about the cheaterization? I just wanted to know, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's their business. Next case.
let's just read the post of what she said. Women really don't deserve to be treated and judged the way they are. No one aspires to be a single mom. It's the biggest heartbreak and failure for me personally, knowing I'm alone in this when I wanted love and wanted marriage and a happy family unit. But if your non-negotiables are being tested, you'll never find peace in that relationship. There's nothing in life I want more than a family to be together, but I can't be the only one working to make it happen. If a man wants a different girl every week over his family, I never accept that. We will never be able to make it work happily. I straight up told that I should turn the other cheek. I'll never be okay with sharing a lover that I love with all my heart. I don't receive child support. All I wanted was a family to love and experience life with. If the streets come first, I can't change that. So stop blaming the women like we chose the single mother life. That shit is hella annoying. You don't know what women go through and try and make it work. It was never about money or dating someone famous. I was in love and we planned a baby and life together. It didn't work out and life must go on. Leave me alone. So
So
Okay.
I need to know the trigger.
right, I was
Nobody
gonna
gives a
say.
fuck unless
Somebody in
somebody
the
came out and said something. So what was
So
the
this is
trigger?
what it says. Somebody, let's see if I got a close up of it. Hold on. Here we go. You're worth it in a in a way. I don't know what they in a what way. You're not married, which means your child is a bastard and you're playing the whole role, the whore role. Y'all got morals mixed up. And she replied to the person, I wouldn't call myself a whore. It's unfortunate my situation didn't work out because we once did aspire to be married, but maybe it's best to be single than to be in a relationship and constantly be disrespected and cheated on and lied to. Or is it better to stay and be quiet so people like you approve? Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
so
Well,
I
I
think
guess
I don't.
she posted the picture in her swimsuit and said something like, you know how they be trying to post their
Yeah,
She
motivational
but
said,
cap
you are
shit.
I
beautiful
can't
and
respect this though because one, if this is something that is old, right? And y'all have already did whatever y'all did to get to whatever point that y'all got to, there was no reason to try to publicly humiliate whoever it is that you're referring to. Like, I don't think that that was necessary. I think it was tacky. I think it was messy because you felt triggered. Like you shouldn't feel the need if you are comfortable and confident in whatever decision you made that was best for you and your family, right? And the shit is old. It happened years ago. Because how long have they been separated now?
girl,
Uh,
ain't it been a couple of years? Cause I ain't heard how
no,
many.
it ain't been that long because the baby I think was just born like last year.
But they was together before the baby was born.
And they was together after. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
So
just
it
think that it's messy to try to do what she's doing based off of somebody else's response. I can understand if she was responding directly to him because he said that.
well the post says she posted in the bikini and she said you are beautiful and you are worth it and you are irreplaceable. Don't forget that. I guess she was saying it to herself when somebody jumped in her comment section and said that.
I mean, what the person said was rude and unnecessary because they was basically telling her she ain't worth shit because she's a single mother. That's not cool at all. So I get why she defended herself. I agree with you, Michelle. She didn't have to bring up the cheating or
Yeah.
child
Yeah.
support. I mean, I'm like, girl, you may not be getting child support, but I bet you that man is taking care of his child.
Yeah, the way she did, like I understand defending yourself. I'm not saying don't defend yourself. What
Right.
I'm saying is don't defend yourself in a way where you have to beat up somebody else for no
Right.
reason. Like it's not like it was him. It's not like it's your ex or the one that cheated on you or did whatever wrong he did to you that made that comment. It was a
Right.
random person in your comments.
Right.
Like you can defend yourself without disrespecting somebody else.
Yeah.
Child. Well, you know what? I always tell people like, just keep your business off social media. I mean, even if you were in the light of, when you were with him, when you were with him and you were in the limelight because of his status. But that doesn't mean that you have to blast him. Like, y'all already been broken up. Y'all said what y'all had to say a long time ago. So, she shouldn't have brought it up. It should have just been a bitch get off my page if you don't like my post. So, you know.
All right.
All right. And last but not least, you guys, we're gonna talk about this one. And I say this one for last because I knew we was gonna get into the whole thing about it. So the girl came on with a video showing that her mama was in the bed with her baby daddy. And she blasted her. And then the mama came on and wanted to explain her side of the story with this whole thing, right? Oh my God. And I don't know. I was trying to find the video footage because when I click on this one, it doesn't allow me to info to it, but I know that everybody saw it. We posted it on the curb. If you
Yeah,
guys
don't
want to
let you go
go,
to it because anything the mom explains in that video is 100% irrelevant because that was not the energy she was putting out in that video that initially went viral. She's a fucking mess.
Mother's a damn liar.
girl. Well, here, let's see if I can bring it up. I just, they keep giving me the other. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Is it gonna let me play it? I just think that's crazy. I mean, they showing the video now and it's blurting out the people's face and stuff. So let's see if this video will let us play. This is the actual video of when she came home and caught her mom in the bed with her baby daddy. Let's see.
Daddy, and this is what you do with my mom? Is you serious? I know you fucking lying. And you just sitting there quiet. You ain't got to say, Mom? Really? You ain't got to say. Really? So you just no, I don't want to hear that. Facebook? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I want everybody to see the two right here. What they doing in my bed. My bed. I'm still your mother. I don't care who you are. Obviously, you don't care that I'm your daughter, right? No, you over here sleeping with my baby daddy. This my baby daddy. You don't clean because I be at work. I be at work. You don't. I be at work. Like you don't treat him right. What you expect him to do? You got a whole man. And you talk about I don't treat you right. Oh, girl, come on now. And look at you. You just laying there in bed. Ain't got shit to say, right? Get your up about my bed. Get the hell out of my house. You too, Mom. Get your shit and get the fuck out. I don't ever. You gonna get your. You got me there. You gonna get your up on my bed. Get up. Get up. You get your out. Call an Uber. Call a taxi. Call the train. Get on the fucking bus. I don't give a fuck what you do. Get your up out my bed. Get out my bed. No. Get.
This is the part where I would have forgot she was my mom and I would have dragged her out my goddamn bed.
By that right? Wig on her head.
Look at what you doing with my man. Yeah, well, really? Really? Get out. Bye. Take. You know what? Better yet, take them drawers off because them drawers is mine. Take them socks off because I bought that too. Get your bum out. I don't give a. Get the camera. What? No, the camera's all in your face. Take my shit off because I paid for it. Give me this shirt. I bought that. No, give me my shit. You too. Why you still in my bed though? Why you still in my bed? I ain't going nowhere. Give me my phone because I paid for this too. That's my shit.
Are you recording shit? Like, come on, bro. You
really? No, you say really to me, but look at what you doing. Look at what you doing.
Like this, you know what? This should have been kept between our four walls. This ain't for social media, okay?
Oh, just like how you kept this in my room, in my bed, while I'm at work. This is what y'all do behind my back. What?
Did you get around?
Did you? Do you ever? Do you ever though?
I ain't got it.
Do you ever? Why are you walking away? Don't walk away.
Let's go. She can have it. I ain't even making.
No, y'all mother. Yeah, right. Go. Y'all can have each other. Go ahead. Bye.
I'm not for this.
Out the door. Bye. What you trying to stay here for? We done. You done. You finished. You washed. Bye. Bye. No, leave my phone. This is mine. I pay for the bill. Give me my. No. Give me my. No. Get the out and leave my. Take off that shirt. Take off them shorts. Take off them socks. That's mine. Y'all was laying in my bed. What you mean you wasn't doing anything?
All right, y'all. It was only a couple of more seconds of that back and forth, but she came home and saw what she saw, and the mama was putting out a whole nother different type of story saying you wasn't taking care of him and doing all of this, but that's not you said what? Wait a minute. That's not what the lady said in her response. She said, well, I think it's their Sixx at the end. Okay, at the end. Okay. Her and that Ashford and Simpson wig would have been out.
You hear me? I would have dragged you.
Yeah.
You coming at my damn bed.
Yeah, there was nothing right about any of this on any level. It don't at this point, the response that the mom has does not match with what she was saying, because if that was true, what she wouldn't have said was, you don't cook, you don't clean, and all like that wouldn't have been your response if y'all wasn't doing nothing from the rip. Like I
Right.
can't respect that. Like the daughter got a whole lot more patience than me, because if I say get out because you disrespected me and you don't get out, I'm gonna forget you my mama. I'm gonna forget
Yeah.
you my mama. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
her mother even said, "What do you expect
Right.
when you don't take care of him?" Oh, okay, mama. Yeah.
So I'm trying to pull up the because that was on the neighborhood talk too, so y'all can hear the response that the mama got, because she totally flipped what the response was.
And let's
It's
not
on the
forget that
curb,
the
posted
daughter
by
said
Joy.
Yeah, I
that the
do. I
mom
have
already
it.
had a man.
Yeah. But it's not coming up for me, Sean. Like when I click on the link, it's a broken link every time.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I was trying to pull it up since I saw it was on the neighborhood talk. But you know, even with that, I'll just go ahead and play it because I do have it up on my phone so you guys can hear it right quick. Because yeah, she basically, it was total difference from what she was saying it was. So let's take a listen. Here she go.
Telling me I'm an unfit mom, that I shouldn't have been in the bed with my daughter's baby daddy,
You're right.
that I slept with him. I'm really getting tired of, people in my inbox, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok under my video saying nasty, mean things when you guys really don't know the full story. So, like I said, I didn't want to have to do this, but I think it's about time you guys hear my side of the story. Was it me in the video? Yes, apparently. My hair is the same. My nails is the same color.
And you gonna start out being a smart ass.
So let's just make that clear. Did I sleep with my daughter's baby daddy? No. What you guys need to understand is that
Okay, go on to the next slide.
that night, my daughter did go to work. I was tending to my granddaughter. And what you guys do not understand is my granddaughter will not go to sleep unless she's in her mother's bed. So I laid down with my granddaughter. Once she
Hold
went
on,
to
can
sleep,
we pause this real quick? Did y'all see the grandbaby in that first video? Because I ain't see the grandbaby.
I didn't see the baby in that video at all.
Okay,
Well,
that's
she's
what I
going
thought.
to explain. She apparently went to go lay the granddaughter in her bed after she put her to sleep.
Oh. Well, how did the whole man get in the bed?
Well, keep listening. You'll see the stupid ass excuse she comes
picked
up
her
with.
up and I put her in her room and put her in the bed. And sometime during that time, when I was, putting her in the bed, I'm assuming that's when the baby daddy came in the room and got in the bed.
You assuming?
I went back in the room. I laid down because I was tired. It's a pretty big bed. I didn't realize
The
anybody
bed ain't that damn big.
next to me.
I'm
It's
about to
pretty
go back
dark
to the
and
bed.
everything.
Okay, next slide.
Girl, that look like a full size bed, just a step above a twin.
So just to make sure I'm following. So she's saying she took the granddaughter to the room, and at some point, baby daddy got into the bed. She came back in the room. She seen baby daddy in the bed and still got in the bed.
She claims she didn't see him.
She claims she didn't see him.
How the fuck you ain't see him? That ain't listen. Even if it was a queen size bed, you can't miss some grown ass man laying in the motherfucker.
And let's go back to the video because I could clearly show you that the bed ain't big. You could clearly see if somebody was in the bed.
And
Look,
her big ass, never mind.
And you just sitting there quiet. You ain't got
look at that.
your
Look how small that bed is. Look how small.
Yeah, there's no way that she didn't know that somebody was in the bed. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Girl, she tried it.
I digress. Let's finish listening to her whole hotmess.org. Here we go.
My daughter, and I felt an arm around me. And so I got up in shock. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And he was like, well, I thought you was my girl. And I'm like, no, what are you doing in here? And he's like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you, Miss Sharon, I've been meaning to talk to you. And I'm like, well, can it wait? Like, is it really that important? And he's like, yeah, like I really need to talk to you. So I'm like, okay, fine. But make sure.
Okay, so y'all having a conversation while still in the bed, and that's where it all cuts off. So
Can we acknowledge the fact that she's not dressed and he's not dressed?
yeah.
Okay. Can we acknowledge the fact that it looks like that bed is against the wall? No, I'm serious because so where he's laying at, it looks like he's against the wall. No.
Yeah, it looks like he's up against the wall.
Okay, so how in the entire fuck does this she's a Jussie Smollett.
How did you get in that bed?
She's a Jussie Smollett. She's lying. First of all, not only did he didn't just get in the bed, he undressed and got in the fucking bed. Okay, he completely undressed and got in the fucking bed. Secondly, I need to see what the baby mama looked like, because ain't no way she had on that fucking wig from Austin Powers and Foxy Cleopatra, whatever the fuck her name was, and that shit looking real dry and thirsty. It ain't no way. And then she look like she got on a whole satin robe. How the fuck you babysitting my daughter while I'm at work and you walking around my motherfucking house in a satin robe? And why are you sleeping in my bed? Go sleep in the living room on the fucking couch. I don't give a damn that you my mom. You not sleeping. Why would you want to sleep in my bed?
Girl,
I'm like, if the baby got their own room, why you didn't sleep in there with the baby? You could have
because she started off saying that the baby would not go to sleep. The baby only goes to sleep in her mother's bed.
Yeah,
but how was you? But why was you in the kids' room putting her to sleep then? If that's not the case, you would have been in the mama's bed in the bedroom putting the baby to sleep and then putting the baby into
I
their
already
bed.
know what happened, honey.
She put her to sleep.
She put the baby to sleep in their room.
Yeah,
and then she took her to the bed.
Daddy. She saw baby daddy. He decided to go ahead and get ready. She decided to go put that baby in her own room. She came back. He was already in the bed ready, and she got herself ready. She a lying, trifling ass whore, and she already got a man. Her daughter just said, "Mama, you got a man." Like you nasty, slimy, trashy. Woo! Listen, I would have forgot she was my motherfucking mom, and she would have caught all this smoke.
That's crazy.
You're sick. And he look a hot mess up there. Girl.
And she just violated him. I paid for them socks. I paid for them shorts. I paid. You ain't taking his phone because I pay that bill too. So hold on. You want your mom know, like your mom know that you work and he don't, obviously. And your mom's still willing to sleep with this bum? That's a double whammy. Like they violated. Yeah, they gotta go.
Yeah.
Got to go. Do you hear me? Out of here now.
Look, so one of the cursors said, but the man excuse is a lie because that side of the bed where the man was up against the wall. So he got in the bed and shook all the way over to the wall. Right. Exactly. That's what we were saying. The crib size mattress, how she ain't seen him. There's no possible way she could have missed that man being in the bed.
Girl, and what type of man are you? You supposed to be like, okay, if he scooted all the way over to the wall and that's his spot, what man don't sleep closest to the door? Just crazy.
Y'all want to be Miss Parker ass. That's wrong. She a lie. The whole world can see she a lie. She mad her daughter exposed her trifling ass. I hope her actual boyfriend leave her. And that shit, that's horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Girl,
yeah,
that's
sick,
terrible.
for real. It's really sick because her mother ought to be ashamed. The boyfriend looked like a little kid to me with that little bird ass chest. I'm like, girl, how you over here messing around with him?
And then you know your daughter work all day, so you know your daughter's with a bum, and you okay with laying in a bed with a bum. Like at the end of the day, right? Even if what she said is true, there's no excuse for your mother to ever be in the same bed as your boyfriend. especially when you're not dressed.
Not laid up.
There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Zero excuse because he's not dressed.
And then you want to know how else he's a bum? Because why the hell your mama got to watch the baby if he there?
Right. That girl I was giving.
Make it make sense.
Listen, because ain't no motherfucking way.
Make it make sense. He was there the whole time. Well, she probably know he don't be doing no good ass job of watching the kid either. So he a bum. He don't pay for nothing, and he don't watch his own child. That's crazy.
Yeah, he needs to go. So that was just a good excuse for you to put him out, sis.
Girl, just a whole mess, honey.
And don't talk to your mom no more because your mom has no respect for herself or for you or for her granddaughter for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Mama can't be trusted. And that's a real problem.
And then on top of that, she was trying to throw up. Well, I'm still your mama. What?
No, the fuck you not.
Oh,
and my mama don't excuse everything, ma'am. It just don't.
Girl. What? Who was that said? That Jerron said her man's name is probably really Earl.
Really? Willie.
Cold-blooded.
Willer.
OMG, y'all. Oh my God. This has been a travesty in the community. Let me tell y'all something. This is going with this other one, because let me tell you, when I was Googling looking up the video so I could try to pull it up for you guys, they had another case that came up about a white lady too. I'm gonna have to do some research on that one, because that one was just like I don't know if that was like something new or something, but let me see. I think, okay, they said that was from 2019, a California mom. Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute, something else popped off and we ain't hear nothing about it. No, it was from some years ago. So never mind. But that one is like the biggest one on here. They got a whole bunch of episodes about that.
Girl. Oh, miss.
Girl. Just a travesty in the community. Child.
Yes. A whole travesty.
Well, is there any other topics that we missed that I didn't have saved on the books that y'all wanted to indulge into before we get up out of here?
I got nothing, boo. None that I can think of. These celebrity streets ain't been popping.
It's been quiet. They at the festival, you guys. You know, they at the festival for the
Monday 4th instead of being messy.
Right. And we'll catch all of it after the holiday. It'll all come out after. We'll spill the tea.
Perfect.
That's how it goes. So with that being said, my cursors, I gotta give a special shout out to my co-host today, Michelle, Shantee, and Shawn the Gossip. Thank you both for joining me for this celebrity rant. You know, we went in on their asses and all of this stuff that was going on, honey. Because you know, sometimes you have to get into some of the tea that really ain't newsworthy. You know, you know, so we still got to talk about it. And as so we did. So I thank all of the cursors and all of the YouTubers out there. Thank y'all for joining in for the night. Lord help me, because I probably would have beat the I hear you. Would have beat the brakes off of her ass. Yes. And with that being said, we is up out of here, my queens. Thank y'all both for joining in. And as always, I will see y'all in the chats. Peace out.